All right, this weekend we are down in the PA Wilds, Quehanna Wild area. Specifically, this is the Beaver Run Pond viewing area or something like that. Gonna do a nice loop this weekend over the next couple days. Have a little bit of a plan, but depending on a lot of factors, we'll see how it goes. Right now I am getting dressed, getting my shoes changed, getting my gear ready, and then we're gonna head out. If you watched my last video, I had some blister problems, so I'm trying to avoid that this time. Just left the car. The first road I'm supposed to go down to connect to the trail is not a road, so already things not going to plan. Little footpath, I think. So this is the Quehanna Wild area. Sometime I'll be on the Quehanna Trail. Sometime I'll be on some cutoff trails that just sort of connect everything together. Right now I'm planning to do 33 miles total. I might either be way ahead of schedule or way behind schedule, depending on if I try to do it in 2 days or 3 days. I'm okay just winging it. My real concern is my feet. One, last time I had all that fun with blisters. I am expecting to have similar troubles this time, so we'll see. The other part is I had a bad cut on my toe that isn't quite healed yet because it's in an awkward spot, but it doesn't seem to affect how I hike. And I already got to a spot that is really wet. Hoping this isn't the pattern, because I will definitely have blister problems if my feet get red this fast. So the one thing I'm doing differently this time is hiking with one trekking pole instead of two. Never knew if I really needed the second one or not. I just figured I'd try it out, see what it's like, especially if I'm using the GoPro all the time. Freeze my hands up a little bit more. This is a bit of a rough trail in terms of how cleared it is, but I'm digging it as long as nothing jumps out at me. I've been hiking for like 10 minutes, so that's a pretty good start. There are a lot of leaves on the ground, which makes finding the trail difficult. I don't actually know where the trail even is. This is the trail I'm following. Not much of a trail. Even without the leaves, it would probably be hard to see. But luckily, there are blazes. Doesn't mean I won't get lost, but that helps. Literally the second I talked about being thankful for the blazes, they just disappeared. I am just in the middle of nowhere right now. There's no trail. I just sort of scampered down this hill and just started heading that way. I'm just gonna keep going according to my GPS. There's a trail that way. So, we'll see. Just gonna find a safer way down off this rock. This is not ideal. Okay, according to my GPS, there's a trail ahead. I just have to get through that. Oh God. Is this a trail? Nope. I hear water.
I'm not a smart man.
If there's not a trail down by that water, I'm gonna be not happy. Well, I made it to the water. Unfortunately, don't think there's a trail here. I just wasted a bunch of time and energy. This is the trail. There's a blaze. That's where I'm going. Hopefully I can stick to it this time. It's like when the trail is really obvious, they're like, this is where we're gonna blaze a tree because no one actually needs a blaze right here. But as soon as the trail disappears, there's just no blazes anywhere. Not how I wanted to start. Little hectic. Not even gonna use that. Use a really unstable piece of wood for a bridge or just step across it. Wow. Starting to regret taking this extra trail. I'm just a little behind. So, might just need to make up a little bit of time. Ah, spiders. Ah, getting some sun. Things are opening up. All right, so I'm supposed to keep going that way, but I just saw this little post. That is 0.35 miles to a connecting trail over there. It might cut off a tiny bit of time. So I'm gonna take this, hope it doesn't backfire. So far my actions, my decisions have not turned out great. Love this type of scenery. It's awesome to hike through because you can see so much besides just a bunch of brush in your face. I know on camera it just looks like a field. It's not that exciting. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break just to change my socks. Try to keep up with that this time, see if that makes a difference. Just airing my feet. We are off. Not as far as I would like to be at this time, so hopefully I can pick up some speed. Let's probably make sure I'm going the right way. Okay. Yeah. Right now I'm just holding my socks. If I shove them in my bag, they probably won't dry, so I'm just gonna kind of carry them around a little bit for a while. I'm on this little backcountry road. Just gotta walk this for a short distance, and then I'm gonna be on the actual Quehanna Trail, and that should be orange blazes. So we'll see if I'm better at spotting those. Normally it's not very fun to walk on this type of road, but after the excitement earlier, I'm not gonna complain about some well-defined path. We are exiting the road. I can see the trail. It is 12:18. I have gone a little over 3 miles, or 3.5 miles, about 3.7. Kind of headed down towards the stream. And once I get down there, I'm gonna try to find a spot to take a break, eat some lunch, change my socks again, yada yada. I'm starting to think my plan to just keep swapping out socks regularly might not make a difference with my blisters, just because I can just tell just the shape of these shoes. It's just pinching the edge of my heel, which is right where I got those blisters before. So I probably should have just taped them up. I have more stuff to deal with it this time than I did last time. So if I get blisters, whatever. All right, here's the deal. Walking on the side of this hill is definitely pinching the outside of my heel. Considering I'm only not even 4 miles in, I don't really want to get a blister yet. So I decided to just try to do something about it now. I'm gonna put some tape on my heel I should have just done it at the car. I didn't want to do it because it gets tape residue all over my socks, but whatever. We'll see if the tape will even stick to my feet now that they're all nasty. This is what we ended up with. I am not confident that that's gonna work. It is 12:54. I have gone, I just checked, it is right about 4 miles. My heels are taped up. What, did I lose the trail? I don't know if that tape is gonna last. If I would have put it on when my feet were clean, probably would have been higher success rate, but it's in a really awkward spot. So, I don't know. Yes, I love when this happens. I am coming up on another segment of road that I have to follow for a brief period of time. Just cruising along on this road, almost stepped right on a snake. I don't know what it is. I am horrible at identifying snakes, but it's brown. Doesn't have a rattle, so that's good, but I know there are some poisonous snakes that don't have a rattle, so I'm not gonna get too close. Pulled out my phone to take a picture, try to get a quick video, and a truck came down the road, and I was trying to motion for him to move over so he didn't run the snake over, and he had no idea what I was saying, and almost ran the snake's tail over, but he just barely missed it. And then he rolled his window down and looked at me very confused. And I explained that he almost ran a snake over. And he said, oh, okay. And then him and his wife and dog just smiled and drove away. I know I've seen that snake before, that type of snake. I just don't know what it is, I can't remember. So I'll have to look it up when I get home. Since I'm not a snakeologist or a herpeologist or herpy person, my friend Steph told me that's what it is, something about herpes. Because this place is supposed to have a lot of rattlesnakes. So I've been on high alert, but then you kind of just get lulled into forgetting about it. And then once in a while I hear leaves rustling and I like freak out because I think maybe it's a rattle, and then I go back to walking another mile forgetting about it until I almost step on one. Apparently I missed my turn, so I just had to turn around, headed back the other way. I don't know how far it was. I'm supposed to be on the other side of the creek, probably the super obvious bridge down there. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get across this creek. Apparently there was a giant bridge I missed. Gotta use the trekking poles, try to clear spider webs. Heart's just not in it right now for some reason. I think I can just jump to this rock or step to it. That is stressful.